if I told you that I sold 25 digital products in just 48 hours using nothing but Instagram stories? No paid ads, no massive following, just a simple strategy that most people completely ignore. And by the end of this video, if you stick with me, you'll know exactly how to replicate this system, just like I did. Listen, everyone's focused on reels and carousels posts, but Instagram stories are where the real money is hiding. Last weekend, I decided to test something crazy. I posted a series of stories using a method I call the story sales sequence. And within 48 hours, I had made over $3,000. My DMs were flooded and people were literally begging to buy my product. Here's what blew my mind. Stories disappear after 24 hours, right? You know that. But that urgency is exactly what makes them so powerful for sales. And I didn't just post one Instagram story. I did more relatable follow-up stories within the next 48 hours of posting the first one. And that is what made the difference. I will explain what I mean by that shortly. When people know content is temporary, like that 24 hours window, they pay more attention. But there's a psychological trigger that you can use that makes this urgency even more intense. And I'll show you that as well in just a few minutes. Okay, let me explain what I did as I break down why stories work so well for digital products specifically. Unlike posts that sit on your feed forever, stories feel personal and exclusive. It's like you're letting people in behind the scenes. Plus, Instagram shows stories to more of your followers than regular posts does. But here's the secret sauce. Most people use stories the wrong way for selling. They post random behind-the-scenes content and wonder why nobody is buying. Instead, you need to think of your stories as a mini sales presentation that unfolds over several hours. Each story builds on the previous one, creating what I call story sales funnel. And that is why I created 2 of them back to back. Here's the exact sequence that generated those 25 sales. Story 1 was about curiosity, just curiosity. I posted a screenshot of my phone notifications showing multiple sales alerts within the text. This is getting crazy. That's what I posted. And a thinking face emoji. No explanation, just intrigue. People immediately started sliding up, asking what happened. Story number 2 was the hook. I said, okay, you guys, you're asking what's going on. I wasn't planning to share this, but I just discovered something that's working insanely well for selling digital products. Notice I didn't say what it was. I created an open loop that made people want to keep watching my story. Then I went a step further and I created story number 3, which was where I started providing value. I shared my screen showing one of my digital planners and said something like, this productivity planner helped Sonia organize her entire life. She sent me the sweetest message yesterday. Then I showed her Sonia's testimonial. But here's the sneaky part. I didn't show the whole message. I cut it off at the most interesting part and said, see next story for her full transformation. Yes, stories 4 through 7 were pure value after that and social proof. I showed different customers using my products, shared specific results that they got, and demonstrated the products in action. But I kept teasing the big reveal that was coming later. This is crucial. You're giving massive value while building anticipation for your offer. You keep them wanting more. So you can't reveal everything right away. Story number 8 was the scarcity trigger. I said something like, I wasn't planning to do this, but because so many people are asking, I'm going to share exactly how to get these same results. But I can only help a limited number of people because I want to give everyone personal attention. You see what I did? Then came story number 9, the soft pitch. Instead of saying buy my product, I said, if you want me to personally help you set up the same system, slide in my DM and tell me your biggest productivity challenge. I'll send you something that can help. This feels helpful, not salesy. Story number 10 was pure urgency. Guys, my DMs are going crazy. I can only work with 10 more people today because I want to give everyone the attention that they deserve. If you're serious about changing your productivity game, slide up right in my DM now. That's what I told it. But here's where most people mess up. They stop right there. But the real magic happens in the DMs. When someone slides up in your DM, don't immediately pitch your product to them. No. Start with a question about their specific situation. Say something like, hey, Sonia, I saw you mentioned struggling with time management. What's your biggest time waster right now? Once they respond, you're in a real conversation. Share a quick tip related to their problem and then casually mention, actually, this reminds me of something in my productivity planner. That would be the perfect solution for your situation. See what I did? Want me to show you how it works? I went on to say. Then you share screenshots or a quick voice message demonstrating your product. Here's a psychological trigger that works incredibly well every time. Use the because technique. Let me explain. Instead of saying this planner is amazing, say this planner works so well because it's based on neuroscience research about how our brains actually process multiple tasks. People need a reason and proof why something works, not just that it works. They want to see why, and they want to know why. Now, maybe you're thinking you don't have 25 different products to sell. I got you. That's where my 7-product bundle with master resale rights comes in. You can use this exact story sequence for any of the products in my bundle, or you can sign up for Creative Fabrica, where you get thousands of editable products to customize, put your name on it, and sell. I will leave both links in the description so that you can go grab them. But here's the real secret. You don't need different products. You can sell the same product multiple times using different angles and methods. One day, you can focus on the time-saving benefits. The next day, you're going to highlight the stress reduction aspect. Same product, different story, different customers. Let me share another sneaky tactic with you. Use Instagram's close friends feature strategically. Let me explain. Add your most engaged followers to your close friends list. Then share exclusive stories just for them. This is just for my close friends. I'm testing a new planner and want your feedback before I launch it publicly. That's what you would say to them. This makes people feel special and more likely to buy when you finish that planner. Here's something that shocked me. Stories with your face perform way better than text-only stories. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. Even if you're camera shy, just show the bottom half of your face and film over your shoulder. The goal is to feel human and relatable. Another great game changer, use story highlights strategically. Create highlights like customer wins, behind the scenes, and free resources. These act like permanent testimonials that new followers can see anytime. But here's the twist. In your free resources highlight, give away something small that leads to a bigger purchase. Make sure you do that like a lead magnet. Timing is crucial with stories as well. Post your story sequence between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. when people are relaxing and scrolling. Start with your curiosity story at 7 p.m. Then post the next story every 30 minutes. This keeps you at the top of their stories feed all evening. Here's your action plan. Choose one digital product from my master resale rights bundle or on Creative Fabrica to focus on. Create your curiosity hook story without revealing what you're selling. Follow up with value-packed stories that include customer testimonials and product demonstrations. Add scarcity and urgency elements to your stories. And with a soft call to action asking people to slide up in your DM, then have real conversations in your DM. The biggest mistake people make is overthinking it. Your stories don't need Hollywood production or perfection value. They need authenticity and value. Film yourself using your products. Share real customer messages. Be genuine about how your products can help solve problems, specific problems. Remember, Instagram stories are the closest thing to having a face to face conversation with your audience. Use that intimacy to build real connections and trust. When people feel like they know you personally, they're way more likely to buy from you. And that should be your goal. This strategy works whether you have 0 followers, 100 followers, or even 100,000 followers. It's not about the size of your audience. It's about the connection that you create with them. Those 25 sales came from having real conversations with real people about their real problems. And that's the strategy. Take action now and start tonight if you can. I challenge you. Post your curiosity hook story and see what happens. The worst that can happen is nothing. The best that can happen is you wake up to DMs full of people wanting to buy from you. And that is what I'm talking about. And please remember to grab my 7 product bundle or sign up for Creative Fabrica so you have something amazing to sell. You don't have to start from scratch. I hope you found value from this video. Wait until you see my next video on how to sell digital products using Instagram carousel with 0 followers. Please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss that video. You really don't want to miss that video. It will give you more sales, more power to make money. Thanks for watching. And I can't wait to hear about your Instagram story that you created for the first time and that sale that you got. Make sure you come back and let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you soon.